At a fish market in a city there lives a beggar. He survived by begging from the fishermen and you customers who comes to buy fish in market. One day while begging, he noticed a fisherman with golden jewelry wore in neck and golden rings in fingers. The beggar thought this fisherman looks very rich. If I ask him for money, he will surely give me a good amount. He approached to the fisherman and started begging. The fisherman looked at him and said, "You always ask from other. Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar replied, "Sir, I am just a poor beggar. I always ask because I have nothing to give. How I can give anything to anyone?" The fisherman said, "If you can't give, then you have no right to ask. I am a fisherman. I deal in a fish business, and I believe in you and take. If you have something to give me, then I will give you something in return." Saying this, the man boarded on the ship and went into the sea to catch the fish. The beggar sat there aside pondering over the fisherman's words. Those words struck a chord in his heart. He thought, maybe I don't get much money because I never give anything in return. But I am just a beggar. How can I possibly give to others? While thinking, he found a rusted knife thrown aside on a road. He picked that knife and cleaned with the rock and seawater. When he begged in the market, in return he cleans the fish bought by the customers. People appreciated his gesture and happily gives money to the beggar. From then the beggar keep on his working. He noticed that many people are coming to find him on their own. One day while begging on in the market, he saw the same fisherman man who had inspired him. The beggar immediately approached to him and said, "Today I have something to give you. In return, please give me money, and in return I will help you to remove fishes from the net which you have catch from the sea." The fisherman smiled and gave money to the beggar in return of help. Once again his words resonated with the beggar.
The beggar realized that the way to change his life was now in his hands. He came in the fish market and shouted, "I am not a beggar, I am not a beggar anymore. I am a worker, I can become rich." People around him thought that he is gone mad, but the beggar was determined. 6 months later, at the same fish market, a well-dressed fish trader came to the fisherman to buy his all fish in wholesale price. After buying all the fish trader extended his hand for a handshake with the fisherman. "Do you recognize me?" the fish trader asked to the fisherman. "No, I don't think we have met before," replied the fisherman. The fish trader smiled and said, "We have met before twice. Don't you remember the beggar you once spoke to and once you buy his help?" Surprised the fisherman, "No. Yes, you are the beggar I once refused to give money to, and second time I bought your help from you. But today you are dressed so well. How did you become such a big fish trader?" The fish trader replied, "Yes, I was that beggar you taught me an important rule of life. We only receive when we give. This rule changed my life. I realized that I wasn't a beggar, I was always a good worker. But I didn't see myself that way. People didn't give me money, they were paying for the help which I gave them. I used the money I earned to buy fishes from the fishermen and sold them to the people and become a fish trader. Today I ran a huge fish business, thanks to the rule you taught me." Both of them smiled happily. The story teaches us a profound lesson about the power of self perception and the universal law of giving and receiving.